Tony Hawk stuff.
Yeah, I got all those.
How did that come into play? Because through Blitz and knowing Tony and skating his ramp and having the key and all that stuff.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I mean, he would know better.
Was it he chose all the characters?
I think so.
Oh, yeah.
I just found out this the other day because I watched actually his podcast with Costin.
Okay.
And I just saw on there that Costin turned down an opportunity to be in the first game. He's like, nah, I don't want to be a part of it.
Come on.
Yeah. But then he was part of the second one or whatever.
Yeah, he's so kicking himself.
Anyways. But yeah, I don't know how Tony came up with that list, but I mean, I feel very blessed and lucky to be a part of that. That was a crazy
you were in like
thing.
the first 5, I believe.
Yes, yeah. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 through 4, and then that was I think
The
it was the
Underground
Underground.
thing. Right.
And then the reissue that came out which was like Tony Hawk 1 and 2, which got reissued with new graphics and stuff. Which
That's
was
right.
Like
just not that long.
3 years ago or something.
Yeah.
But I mean, the pay. I've heard that the paychecks for the first couple ones were really good, and then after that, they kind of washed out.
They didn't realize what they like how popular it'd be. So yeah, the royalties on the first one was insane, and the second one even, and I think even at Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3, we'd still be getting royalties from the first one.
Oh god.
Yeah.
That's
And
so
it was
sick.
it was I mean the Reynolds, I think, was it on here that he
said 160,000 or
yeah,
something.
there was definitely some what is it?
Checks like that?
6-figure checks that would come.
Wow.
Like, where you're
They're just showing
it wouldn't be like once a year. It'd be like,
multiple.
oh, here's one. Oh, 2 weeks. Oh, there's another one. And then like, whoa, here's a big one. Like it was crazy.
Is that the most single checks you've gotten in your career, or have you gotten some off energy drinks or what? I mean, what like that's a big amount of money, man.
Yeah, it probably was. Yeah, I think so. It's definitely up there.
Probably unexpected.
Yeah.
I love
because you don't know
chunk.
what the outcome's going to be when you're first doing this. You're just like, oh yeah, I'm going to be in the video game, Tony Hawk game, great. And then like that first check comes and you're like, wait, what?
Well, it was based on
life-changing.
it was based on numbers, like, 250,000 sold, then it'd be this much. And then it was like increments.
They were giving you a royalty
Scaling.
deal.
It would I don't know if they sold like whatever 8 to 10 million, and it was different game systems too. So there was like Nintendo, Sega, or I forget what they're all called.
So many.
And then I'm
different-
sure after
PlayStation.
that, they're like, you know what, the royalty deal, we're just going to give you one lump sum,
that's
we'll call
it
that
is.
a day.
But even
How can you still-
but even more blessed. I mean, again, Tony's done a lot for me, and I'm super hyped for him. Like, I mean, the deal that he got a percentage of that whole company that blew up, and I mean, they're like Call of Duty and like whatever, all these other crazy companies.
Under
So I
that
mean,
umbrella,
he's like
for sure.
so deserving of everything that he got out of that whole deal.
Wait, hold
asked
up
him-
real quick. Did he get a part of other games? Is that what you're saying?
I think he's got a
Activision?
part of the company, Activision.
Activision.
Like I think,
Wow.
He didn't say
Yeah.
that. I don't know for sure. I don't really understand.
or maybe he bought the stock himself or something. But that stock went
No.
like through the roof too.
Yeah. I
Like
asked
they're
him,
like, and that game like put him on the map. Like that game, the Tony Hawk game is the reason why
yeah.
they were able to develop all these other really
100%.
successful games.
I asked him on the show. I said, "Listen, how much?" I was kind of joking, but he did answer. I said, "How much did you get paid off the Tony Hawk game?" Did you hear that one? He said that
I can't remember.
he
first
met
check.
with his agent or whatever, or the guy who was in charge of that game.
Yeah.
and says, "Well, the game's doing a little bit better than we expected."
Right.
And at lunch, he gave him a check for $4 million.
Yeah.
One check.
Right.
I mean, this is just the beginning.
Yeah.
This is just one check.
But didn't they try to offer him a big check too, like maybe like $1 million or something like that for the whole thing? But then he chose the royalties
I'm
over that
sure.
and was
Yeah.
like,
I can see
That's
something
a
like that
smart move.
happening.
Good for
yeah.
him. That was the case.
That's the
a
smartest move you can
ever.
make. But $4 million. I
Yeah.
said, do you take that to the ATM? Do you just go to Bank of America and deposit that? Like, what do you do with that check?
Yeah.
Did you notice other than the money aspect, did you notice anything else different in your life after that game came out? Like people noticing you in different ways? Like,
Well, everyone like, I had the special move, the Christ there.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just gonna let it out of the bag right now. I'll let everyone down. I've never done a Christ there in my life. That was my
Christ there? But that was Christian Assoy's
Yeah,
shit.
that was like an ode to Christian Assoy.
Okay.
So everyone always said, "Oh, do the Christ there." Like,
Why
whatever. So
can't you
that's
do a Christ
one
there?
thing. I don't know. It goes back to what we talked about before. It's just doesn't feel right to me.
Yeah, but
it's not.
Have you
it's
done?
Not a
have
very
you,
pleasing
have you-
feeling trick. Like
have
the
you-
board's off your feet, it's flapping when you put it back on. Like it's not like.
I
Have
can
you done
imagine.
a Christ
Actually,
Air?
I could
No, I've never done
imagine.
one.
Never tried one.
I've tried one, but I could feel that it was
He's
like
like,
this
this
is
don't feel right.
not my thing.
I love that you have this. I mean, a lot of people. I don't know. They don't all do their special moves. Some of the special
the
moves. are
fandangle
crazy.
is that
Yeah.
costume? I don't even know what that is, but as he says,
Oh, it's that 1 foot on the nose and your back foot's
He
off.
did do it.
Like,
There's a photo of him.
yeah,
There's a photo
that's
of
right.
him.
That's right. Yeah, there is a photo of
The
that.
photo means it's real.
You haven't seen the photo?
That was not.
That was old. Come on.
Is it an S ad or
It was
something?
It was
It was
a
that girl ad.
Oh, it was a girl.
It seemed like it was like a mess up.
It
Like
was.
I heard we tried
They made
Nolly when he
some-
switched
Sure.
crook. I think he was trying Nolly when he switched crook and then bailed.
jumped out of it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
his
got
left
one
foot
foot
was-
on. The other one,
yeah.
it's like on a roller skate going down or something.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's
and then of course, I mean, there would be the like the non-skaters, like the supermarket, and they'd be like, "Oh, wait, you have like you pay with a credit card," and they'd be like, "Oh, you have the same name as this person, this skater, or
video
whatever."
game.
Kind of like whatever. You know, like, yeah, okay.
Isn't that funny?
Like
That's a
that
coincidence.
kind of, but I guess skaters were into it too.
Yeah.
You know, like yeah,
For sure.
It was a big game, man.
Big
Yeah.
time,
I
for
played
sure.
it for sure.
yeah, for sure.
So you picked the Christ Air as a homage to Christian Soy.
Yeah,
You didn't want to.
I think
like,
that's why I picked it, and I was
okay.
like, they were like, "What tricks would you like?" I mean, we'd go in and we'd be like, "Oh, what kind of clothes you want to wear?" and all these kind of things. I mean, obviously the graphics were pretty shitty back then, but
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I thought it was like pretty good for the time, like, and you'd pick like, like whatever sort of clothes that you would, want to wear and all this kind of thing, and then we'd be talking about tricks, special moves or whatever. And I think I had the Christ there, and then later on, or I had like one that was like a kickflip tail grab, but like a kickflip 1 foot tail grab. So you'd kind of like hold the, like you just like kind of catch it on the back foot, like the tail grab and the 1 foot. And then,
So you switched out. You switched it out.
I think the Christ there stuck with
Oh, yeah?
me. Yeah, that was still my move. But
Okay.
throughout the games, they would add more maybe or something. Yeah,
Man,
but
took the
anyways.
Christ Air from Christian Soy. Look at you.
Took
I've
it
never
right
done
with
it in real
took,
life.
took his board and his trick. Shit.
Look at Rune right here, bro. Come on.
Oh yeah, that's from the latest one. Yeah.
That's a remastered one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's actually a graphic that my homie did back home.
Sick.
And that's like a Copenhagen skyline down there in the corner, just like kind of like a cool little night sky.
That's
So
The graphics
yeah,
have
I
come a
think
long
I think
way.
actually the eye and the flip logo actually probably says Copenhagen too. I think,
Yeah, I
but
think it does.
yeah, but yeah, I've always been super proud of where I'm from, and like now that one of you mentioned Copenhagen Open earlier, and like now that we're getting so much attention and play, it's just great to see, because I mean, when I grew up, we didn't have like really a lot of skateboarding. I mean, the scene was super small. All the streets were like cobblestone and stuff like that. We didn't have street spots. A few little skate parks, like jump ramps and like slide boxes or whatever, flat bars and that. But now it's like we have spots, and the city is real supportive, and actually supporting like a lot of like small little skate spots.
I love that.
I love Copenhagen, bro.
Yeah.
Hands down. I mean, I think
I've
you
never
guys
been.
have never been.
I've never been.
I want to go.
Bro,
so
it is
bad.
one of the best cities as far as like, you don't need a car. You get in a bike and you can just cruise around to skate spots, and just like it's super dope. I
Yeah.
love that city.
Yeah.
Hands down. And then Christiania is definitely a little sugar on top.
Yeah, for sure.
What is that? A strip club out there? No.
No,
It's like
hey, I don't think I would be speaking so carefree like that.
It's a little sugar on top.
No, it's a spot where, I mean, you could probably explain it better than me.